What up, YouTube? Back again. I wanted to talk about today the new direction I'm taking the channel in. I don't really want to review a lot of the current events, whether it be around the world, the presidential debates, some of the things that's happening with celebrities. I do want to get back to doing that once I bring the podcast out, to really show men what they can learn from it. But for right now, like in the short form, I think I'll kind of stay away from that. It's not that, and not that we was talking about it to really pass judgment about, what kind of people these are, but just, to say how we can learn from these situations that are happening and how we can move around them and maneuver around them. But I really wanted to more so just document, as First Man would say, my male advantage journey. I'm starting to really understand, turning 30, I'll be turning 31 on the 12th of September, and really understand what I want out of life, the type of man I want to be out here, the type of value I want to have, the type of man I want to be for my family, the type of leader I want to be for my family. A lot of times people talk about, I want to give my kids the things that I never got, and they only talking materialistic. Well, I want to give my niece and nephews and my future kids, my future family, my family right now, my siblings and my parents, what we never had when I was growing up. And, my dad only could give us what he was taught, what he had to learn on the fly. And I feel like a lot of men are rushing to being fathers. A lot of men rush into that leadership role and they're not ready for it. And even if your dad's in your life, a lot of times, it's only but so much they can do. You know what I'm saying? Son, go to school. Son, do this. Son, do that. And it's a lot of the right things they're telling you to do, but it's hard to do it if you don't see them doing it. It's hard to do it if you see them still having certain bad habits that they got. 1. 2. I also want to be able to show y'all my fitness journey. Now, this won't strictly be a fitness channel, but I do want to show my fitness journey because I've struggled with my weight my whole life. I've either been husky or I've just been outright fat. Played O-line, D-line. I was fullback on JV, but that don't really count as JV. You know what I'm saying? But, I definitely want to show y'all what's possible when you put your mind to it, especially your body. Chris Beast Mode Jones said it the best, like, bodybuilders, and not that I want to be a bodybuilder, but, chasing the aesthetics and, really carving out the body you want. If you master one thing, then you can kind of be able to get to a certain point in your life where you can master other things. Or so the saying goes, if you try to be a master of a bunch of things, you're the master of none. Something like that. And just being able to tell you guys, like, because a lot of people don't talk about, the addiction to drugs, the addiction to sex, the addiction to porn, the addiction to alcohol, gambling addictions. Nobody talks about freaking food addictions. Nobody talks about it. And I want to show y'all what it looks like when someone conquers that food addiction and really takes that next step in their life as a man. I really wholeheartedly feel like we only get better with age as we work. And we see it time and time again. Andrew Tate, Wes Watson, Mike Rashid, 50 Cent, Kevin Hart. A lot of these dudes, Andrew Schultz, a lot of these dudes are hitting their pinnacle in life. O'Shea Duke Jackson, AMS, Anton Daniels, you feel me? Like, a lot of guys they really hit the pinnacle in their lives later on in life. So we think 30 is old because, like I said, we play sports and we think in a sports sense. 30 is old if you were on the field, on the court, in the boxing ring, on the hockey rink, whatever, you feel me? Because your body can't continuously put through with that time and time again, year in and year out. But in the grand scheme of life, 30 is young as hell, bro. God willing, I get 50, 60 more summers out of this thing. And if I do, I want to make sure that I'm making my life as easy as possible. Hard times will come, challenges and obstacles will arise, but I don't want to make this harder than it has to be. Like, guys, obesity is an American issue. A lot of the things that they serve for is, like, I love Chick-fil-A and I'm in a position now where I can eat it every day if I want to. But I did go through a point where I was eating it more than I should have, and it made me like, ugh. So it's just like a lot of the things that are good for you, it's like porn. Like, look, beating your meat, or I wouldn't condone it no more. You know, I'm getting better with kind of holding that, not doing that. I'm not where I want to be yet, but releasing and busting, so to speak, it feels good if you know how to control that. But if you're doing it every day, multiple times a day, even, you know, if you got a woman in front of you, it's going to feel like, it's just business as usual, business casual. I don't never want that experience to feel like that, because one, you releasing life, you depleting yourself. Two, that's supposed to be used as a reward. Like, that's the spoils of war. I don't want to lay down with a woman and be like, well, yeah. And you know, a lot of y'all going through that. Y'all just, you know what I mean, exploding into these tissues and these napkins and socks. And y'all just like, like, nah, I want to feel euphoric. I want to feel good. You feel me? Like, I don't want to feel like, I got to do this, or I'm doing this. And you know what I'm saying? I don't want to feel like that. I want to feel good about myself. I want to, you know, jot my financial journey, my spiritual journey, my mental journey, my facial journey. You know what I mean? I want to become a better looking man. I want to be like the Black Bruce Wayne, the Black James Bond. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to change my whole look. You know, I'll be doing open mics here and there. I'm not sure if I'll post them, but I'll still be honing on the craft, because give it 10 years, by the time I'm in that position I really see myself being in, you know, I can then start to really take comedy serious and invest a lot more money into it. And I wholeheartedly feel like you don't need to do it every day if you're focusing on your money, because it's a hobby right now. It's not paying you. Sure, you can work until it pays you, but I really think, like, I'm naturally funny. You know, I hear from a lot of my friends, a lot of people I work with that come into contact with me. I've been on stage a couple times and did decent, you know, for a newbie. So if I just sharpen my sword, via conversation, doing an open mic once a week or twice a month, sharpen my sword via YouTube and Instagram, then I feel like when the time comes, I'll really be good to just, you know, dive in, not to try to get on Netflix or anything like that, release a special, but really take it serious and really start to get some bits and stuff out there, and really start to do what I feel like the entertainment game is missing. But until then, you know, I'm really focused on my looks, you know, getting in better shape. I weighed myself 296 pounds right now. I'm gonna lose 34 pounds by the end of the year, 2 pounds a week. You know, not trying to rush the process and make it 5 pounds a week and all this. Like, I don't want to be soggy or slobby. You know, I want muscle. You know what I'm saying? I want to take, as long as this process is going to take, I'm willing to take it. A lot of times especially with weight loss, we try to speed up the process so much. Like, I know a lot of y'all are following like Instagram pages, or you see on the Quest page that, you know, oh, this was this person's results in 30 days, and this person's results in 90 days and 45 days and things like that. It's just like, yo, guys, a lot of times those aren't even edited. Those are long transformations that they said was 30 days, 90 days, 45 days, and they're lying to you. A lot of times, maybe somebody can make a great transformation in 30 days, but just think about how disciplined you got to be and how on point you got to be. Like, when you lose 5 to 10 pounds, you can't just eat in that same calorie deficit you had. You got to make changes, or you're not going to make you're not going to make no progression. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just look at it like that. And I want to, you know, like I said, eventually start live streaming and bring the show / podcast back. But I want to make it a show. I don't know which time slot I want to use. I don't know the name I want to use for it. So until I really find a good name that I could use for it, then I'll, you know, really let the people know. But more than not, like, I'm gonna start tracking, you know, posting my workouts. I'm gonna start, you know, talking about what I've learned financially, you know, where I'm at, some of my goals that I have for myself. You know, I'm still with my parents right now, 30. I don't feel like a loser, but I know that I want more. I have a good relationship with my family, but anybody that's still living with their family and got siblings, you know, my sister, she moved out, she's married, but, you know, you get tired of cleaning up after people. Certain people don't care what they pick up after or how they clean up. And that can, cause arguments when they don't need to be. So after a certain time, like, you just need to get out and do your thing. So I'm going to take my time on the moving out thing, because I'm going to stack up as much money as possible in these 4 months and see where I'm at after the year's over. And once the new year comes, really see where I'm at and like, all right, cool, this is where I want to get to. Do I want to stay in New Jersey? Do I want to move outside of New Jersey? And just really start to do the research on that for January. And then as January is winding down, making some calls and see what we could do, and then tracking it like that. I'm putting this out there because I want y'all to hold me accountable, but it's a way that I hold myself accountable, so where I don't get complacent and lazy and not end up doing the things that I promised myself I was going to do. I want to get out of New Jersey, but I do want to stay close. I don't have no kids right now, but I do want to stay close to my niece and nephews. My nephew, he's starting to get a little bit older. And I just want to make sure that there's certain things that he needs that he can get. Obviously, like he has my sister and my brother-in-law in his life. He has his father in his life. He's a good dude, solid dude, hardworking dude. But like the saying goes, it takes a village. I know I won't be able to be there all the time, but maybe I'll be able to toss some money there. I'm not sure, but I'll come down to that decision when I come down to it. Y'all know. And yeah, guys, I just want to track everything. And then also my dating life. I've never really struggled with women. It's more so my confidence, especially after my skin cancer surgery and everything like that. Like, I've had luck with women, and then there's a lot of women that gave me the time, and my confidence really messed it up, man. Like, it really took a hit on me, when I went through a lot of that, and I wasn't the same guy I was after that. So just, once I start getting in a little bit of a better space, like I'm not monk mode. I still conversate with women. I still talk to them. I don't do the whole phone and texting thing no more, because you're not about to get all that free time for no apparent reason. You feel me? So cool. If you don't want to come over, you don't have to. But when I see women out in the public, whether it's the gym, whether it's one of my neighbors, whether it's at Walmart, ShopRite, Target, if I'm out food shopping, washing laundry, I say hi, because I don't want to become a hermit. I don't want to be locked in the crib working on my purpose and everything. I want to still be socially etiquette to the point where I can still have a good conversation with somebody and not be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times we be so locked in, and people take monk mode so serious that, when they get to a point where they want to be in life, you don't know how to conversate. So then you got to start from ground zero with that. I don't want to be that, but I'm going to jot that down as too. And I got some really exciting things that I see in the future for this channel. But, I'm just holding myself accountable and getting this stuff out there, guys. So I really appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Really appreciate y'all patience. And yeah, man, I know I've been all over the place with this channel, but it's just me trying to figure out where I want to go with it. Me trying to figure out where I want my channel to be, what I want my channel to represent. I just want, me personally, I want this channel, and in the future I'm gonna make different channels. I don't want to say what it about now. One of them will be a channel for the Bucks, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm a big football fan. I love the Bucks, but I want this channel to really show men in a world where men are constantly being beat down, and a lot of stuff that we got around us, a lot of the plastics, a lot of stuff in the water, the food, the free excessive porn, not even like Pornhub or Spank Bang, but on like these social media sites that are making men purposely weaker, a lot of distraction they have for us. I want to show you what's possible in the digital world, what you can achieve out here if you really just put your mind to it. And guys, we're gonna have to cut people off. I'm gonna jot that down too and let y'all know some of the real things going on in my life. But it's been a pleasure, guys, and we're only gonna get better from here, man. I'm out.